sometimes, I'll be honest, I found things that people were doing that I didn't want to be doing. And I decided to say, I don't actually want to be doing that. So I don't even need to try to figure that out, why that works for them or not. I just don't even like that. I went to one, I'll never forget going to this, I like emceed for a graduation. And one of the people that was there was like the VP of this kind of small manufacturing company. And he comes to me and he's like, I really, liked what you did. I like your energy. You mentioned you're going through John Maxwell's training. We have an executive coach at our company for like the C-suite people, but I really like someone to come in and do some coaching for like the employees. Would you be interested? Sure. We have coffee. We talk. Everything sounds magical. I'm like, this is going to be such a huge break for me. At the time, I had 0 clients at all. I'm like, this is going to be such a big break, right? He invites me to come meet with the C-suite. I say C-suite, and that sounds like super fancy, but this was like a manufacturing company. So it's very like, everyone's in the like jeans and cowboy boots, like sitting around. So I show up and I went and had a whole bunch of stuff printed off for them. Like I had a whole folder full of stuff that I went over and above because I'm like, this is a huge opportunity for me. And I show up and I walk in and I'm smiling, friendly. No one even shakes my hand. They just sit down at the table and cross their arms. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a weird vibe. The guy who I had coffee with that invited me to come, who was the nicest guy in the world the day before at Starbucks, all of a sudden you could tell, felt like he needed to like vibe with them. So he kind of did the same thing. I'm like, you fucking invited me here, bro. Like, he doesn't give me an introduction or nothing. They just got up off arms and look at me like, what do you got, kid? And so I kind of didn't really know what to do. So I kind of talked a little bit, but then I tried to ask them questions, tried to use my life coaching skills. And no matter what I asked, they just deflected. It was almost like, let's see what you got. Well, I didn't ask to be here. You asked me. And I left that meeting and I was like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says, how much money they make with corporate contracts. I'm never going to another fucking room like that again, ever. I'm not going to go somewhere to where I have to try to prove myself to a bunch of assholes. Yeah. And that's why I went online, by the way. I was like, you know what? People on social media are a little friendlier. And I have found that with the exception of a couple real nice guys like Greg, sometimes women are just more welcoming than men. I was like, I don't know if I want to hang out in a room full of men like this because they're mean. So, but what some people would do, you see on the John Maxwell team, everyone that was having success were these like older men who had business careers. And so the business building strategy was host a free in-person mastermind for your friends. Get them to help you promote an in-person event. They'll bring all of their friends, do this presentation, which is still kind of like my webinar like style that I learned that originally from them. And then the whole room will just sign up and you'll make thousands of dollars. And it worked really fucking well for people who were really rich business dudes who had really rich business friends. Because when all of your business friends invite their friends, a room of 15 or 20 people with some good sales psychology, you can make a shit ton of money. But that wasn't working very well for me because I didn't have any friends. I was an emo. My whole network I had built up were 19-year-old kids who came to concerts, right? So my first event didn't do anything. And I over and over and over and over wanted so badly to say, and I would start to, well, I can't have success because I don't have business brains. I don't have business experience. And every time it would come out of my mouth or even up in my head, I would just say, lawful it. Lawful it. What am I going to do about it? Do I even want to have business friends? I don't think so. These guys are assholes. So, I have to make a choice. I am capable of everything I want, and I'm also okay with letting something go that I don't want to chase what I do believe in. But I do believe that I can have success and that it's fully up to me. And you can too. But it's fully up to you. Join the M&M, don't join the M&M, it's still on you. Even in the M&M, all I can do is teach you what I know and coach you through some things. But if you don't fucking take ownership, all of my shit is just going to be a book sitting on your desk. Yeah. You still have to own and embody things as you go, regardless of where you go from here. And you, and only you, will determine how much success you have and how far you go. Nobody else. I have a mentor. He doesn't have anything to do with how much success I have. Now, super thankful that he gives me extra tools to use. But what good is extra tools? I got a garage full of tools. You think I use those? No, I do not. If someone else needed to fix something, I got a lot of tools they could use. Some real nice ones too. Like I really do, but I don't use them. So what does that matter?
I like that analogy.
Yeah, it has. That really hit. We just came out of the end. So do it. Add it to the best hits.
Yeah.
So you decide. I don't decide. You decide. Of course, I want you to decide and then also get whatever tools that you need. But honestly, you can build a whole fucking house with like a hammer and a saw, a couple of nails. You can if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're determined, and that's how I was. I was like, I don't have no fucking M&M. I just got me and a bunch of old dudes that I don't even want to learn from. So let's just fucking figure this shit out, whatever that takes. Let's go on social media. Let's give that a try. An event in Tulsa didn't go over very well. Let's go to Wichita, where the only way these people remember me is from, we knew each other 20 years ago, and all they've seen is social media posts for the last year. So they don't even have an emo kid anymore. They think I'm like a leadership trainer. So let's see what happens when I put on an event for them. And that event went way better. We had like 15 people that bought tickets, and then I made $600 in sales that day. After my first event where I make 0 sales, and I could have quit. I wanted to so bad. I literally went home crying after my first event. I did every fucking thing I knew to do. I mean, like in hindsight 2020, I can't look back and even find anything else I could have done. Like I did that good of a fucking job on my first event for family and a couple friends and 0 sales. Then I literally went home and wanted to cry my eyes. But I just, and everything in me was like, their fault. You know, people don't care about personal growth, blah, blah, blah. Then I just had to be like, law of the lid. Like, I mean, I literally had to force myself to keep from putting out and keep it like, no, I don't know what I even don't know. Something John Maxwell teaches. Yeah, point where you don't even know what you don't know. Yes. Then you get to a point where you know what you don't know. And then eventually, you know what you know. But I was just at a point where I was like, I don't know what I don't know. I literally don't even know. All I know is I'm doing everything that I currently know, and it's not much. So I'm just going to trust that if I don't know what I don't know, maybe there's some other things that I need to learn instead of getting angry about this one singular experience. And let's see what I can learn to make the next one a little bit better. So Law of the Lid says it's all on me. It's all on me. And I love other people. I'm so thankful for my team because they help me so fucking much. But at the end of the day, if we fail, it's me. And the reason I surround myself with people like Marks and Annies and Kurt's and Michelle's is because they feel the same fucking way. They live the Law of the Lid every single day in their life, in their business, and in our business. And when you get a whole team full of people who live by the Law of the Lid, you can fuck some shit up. Like you guys don't even know what we're about to do in the next years. We're about to fuck some shit up.
I'm excited.
Okay, number 2. You ready for number 2?
Yes.
Can we handle another one? I can just hang out on the lid all fucking day. Law of the Big Mo.
Mo.
M-O, it stands for memento.
Oh, momentum.
Law of the Big Mo.